But although 7 of the Scottish 15 are new to an international at Cardiff, they still represent a vast fund of experience. Just the one new cap in centre Alistair Cranston of Hawick. 12 have experienced victory over Wales, among them their 6 British Lions, one of whom, Ian McLaughlin, leads his country for a record 16th time. A Scottish side nonetheless about to take the field on which there has been only one Scottish victory in close on half a century. The scene is set then for what should be a tremendous struggle, with here Mervyn Davies leading Wales in a major international for the 7th time. This most capped of all number 8 forwards. This is his 36th international, so there's nothing that he doesn't know about playing here in the National Stadium. And all the players, I think, will be delighted to notice that that pitch is in wonderful condition. A great credit to Bill Hardiman, the groundsman, and his staff, who've made special preparations to make a holding pitch. Ian McLaughlin, a 30th international for him, realising the supreme importance of a really good Scottish performance today. And the one new cap on the field, Alistair Cranston from Hawick, a burly young farmer from the Scottish border country. What a moment for him. We're all set then for the kickoff. And it's going to be that Ken Speckle figure, Phil Bennett, to do it. And the little referee there, the Frenchman, Dr. André Cuny, in his first major international. Phil Bennett then starts the match. Mervyn Davies palms back to Falconer. And already Terry Cobner pulling Sandy Carmichael out of that maul, and immediately a penalty to the Scots. Ian McGeechan. Ian McGeechan playing today at standoff for the 9th time for Scotland, 9 games as a centre as well. First line out of the match then, and this is where much of the very vital play will be taking place today, with some great line-out men in opposition. Bobby Windsor throws, Mervyn Davies palms, Gareth Edwards ready, almost one thinks, to hoist the ball in the air. And a bit of obstruction there. And Phil Bennett with the penalty. Andy Irvine not really certain whether it was going to go into touch or not. And right away, the Welshman taking a quick one. Edwards, Fenwick the centre. Good tackle there by Leslie. Terry Cobner having worked it on the Welsh side from the maul, but the ball had gone forward first. The whole of the Welsh section of this crowd calling heave, heave. But a good heel there for Fisher. The ball squirting around, and it's a nasty one, but it's the pick-up by Phil Bennett. Across comes Irvine. Oh, and it almost a try for Wales, and it's been given. J.J. Williams and Fenwick were both there. Just watch how it all happened. Phil Bennett making the little kick. Now Andy Irvine had it covered, but Billy Steele, number 14, went back as well. Watch how Billy Steele actually got it and then lost it, and how suddenly J.J. Williams came up, and it was J.J.'s try. Phil Bennett with the conversion attempt. Trying to pull it round, and he's done it well enough. Well, what a start for Phil Bennett and for his Fenethley clubmate, J.J. Williams. A dramatic start. Here's the man who scored, that's his 15th try, a 15th big representative match try in 2 years. Andy Irvine restarts, knocked back by Gordon Brown. This is the Welsh front row, this tough Pontypool trio. Graham Price on the left, Bobby Windsor and Charlie Falconer on the far side. You're just on the Welsh 10 yards line. One against the head. Edwards. In comes Irvine. Penalty for obstruction. A double penalty after the kick had gone, a bit of obstruction. And the law there saying that the kick can be taken where the obstruction occurred or where the ball alighted. Phil Bennett with this distance of kick. No great breeze to bother the kickers today. Bennett long and high, but not far enough. David Leslie waits. Well, Leslie with time to get the kick in, putting his side under terrible pressure. And the result there is a scrummage to Wales in front of the Scottish posts. Undoubtedly the place there for a quick clearance kick. Maybe David Leslie caught by the fact that he was in midfield and it would have taken a long kick to get to the touchline. Good heave by the Scots, but not good enough. Gareth Edwards, David Leslie, that was out to Ray Gravel. In goes David Shedden. Leslie was there as well. McGeechan. Back goes J.J. Williams into his own half. That's dropping well behind the Welsh forwards. Billy Steele there, J.P.R. Williams as well. Mervyn Davies works it out to Trevor Evans. Back goes Andy Irvine. Up comes Steve Fenwick. This is Irvine. Oh, that was clever play because he saw the space. Cross comes Mervyn Davies. Back to Phil Bennett. Bennett caught there by Fisher. Kicked on by McLaughlin. Gareth Edwards on his own 25. Half tackled by Bigger. Out from McGeechan, along the line to Fisher, to Rennick. There's a chance here, Cranston, out to McHarg. Can Irvine get to the line? The referee has not yet made up his mind, but he's given the try. Andy Irvine has scored in a most wonderful move. It was McGeechan's service, and this was Fisher the hooker in the line. And then along to Jim Rennick, then to his Hoyt clubmate Cranston. Now watch how Alistair McHarg appeared here in the line. See Andy Irvine chased there by Mervyn Davies, Gareth Edwards and Fenwick, and he had to dip his shoulder to drive. The referee in a little bit of doubt at first as to whether it was touch in goal, but the try given, and it's 6-4 to Wales. Sandy Carmichael, the Scottish tight head prop, injured in that stramash, which is why Douglas Morgan has been waiting before placing the ball for the kick. Now, there's a great worry for the Scots because Sandy Carmichael, the most experienced player in the side, the most capped of all Scots, has gone off the field for the moment. And back to Douglas Morgan with this chance to level the score. Morgan, long, and what a kick! And Scotland needed a psychological boost there, and they got it from the try by Irvine and the conversion by Morgan. 6 points all, 16 minutes of the first half gone. Phil Bennett restarts. Mervyn Davies knocks it back, but Mike Bigger has it for Scotland. Morgan puts it into touch. And the Scots still a man short. Now, they've a scrummage here, and they're going to put Gordon Brown in the front row at tight head prop. Scotland with 7 forwards, backing 3-3-1. And Mervyn Davies realising, of course, that Wales have a big advantage in weight here. And I should anticipate an 8-man Welsh shove. Penalty for delaying the put-in, although I must say that was a wee bit harsh because the scrum had tilted. Referee, I think, in fact, has given it for lifting the foot too quickly. Phil Bennett from 35 metres then. Bennett. Oh, another fine kick. Nine points to 6, 17 minutes of the first half gone, and Phil Bennett here creeping ever closer to Barry John's Welsh record of 90 points in internationals. Irvine restarts. Up goes Gordon Brown. Jeff Wheel puts it into touch. And you can almost hear the sigh of relief going round the stadium here. Certainly of Scots relief. Fisher throws, Martin. Ian McLaughlin round on the wrong side. And a penalty for offside. Phil Bennett once again. A more difficult kick than the one he missed just a wee while ago. Bennett. Oh, what a thump. Well, Wales so often put in a cracking blow just before half-time, and they've done it again. 12 points to 6 they lead with about 2.5 minutes to go to the interval. Mervyn Davies, Alan Martin, Edwards to Bennett, to Fenwick. Fenwick dummying to Gravel. A little kick through meant for Gerald Davis. Cross again comes McHarg. The ball's in touch, and it'll be a throw-in on the Scottish line into injury time at the interval. Fisher throws. Edwards. Good tackle there by Cranston. This is Cobner out to Charlie Faulkner. Cobner in once again. And Jeff Wheel throws a punch and is penalised. Ian McGeechan. Well, he mustn't have taken it at the mark. One minute into injury time, and Wales with this tremendous chance of a score again just before half-time. Penalty against the Welsh front row for raising the foot too early, and Morgan does the clearance work. Referee's whistle goes for half-time, and Wales have arrived at this stage leading by 12 points to 6, each side with just the one try apiece, but 2 penalties by Phil Bennett puts Wales in this happy position at the interval. 40 minutes of play then to go. Wales with their 6 points advantage. Andy Irvine starts the second half. And immediately up there went David Leslie to get his hand to it. Mackey back to Morgan. Scotland again trying to turn the Welsh scrummage. Edwards running past David Leslie there. That's David Shedden. Shedden going past Gerald Davis. And the high tackle, which the referee decides wasn't a dangerous tackle by Trevor Evans. It's David Shedden, and very quickly along the line to Steve Fenwick. Fenwick to Gravel to John Williams. This is J.J. Williams over the 25. What a beautiful kick. Irvine touches down. J.J. Williams partly obstructed. Referee watching for the touchdown, and JJ here doing that deft little kick as he does so often. Ian McGeechan seeing space and finding it, but it went straight into touch. Well, it was a useful thing to try, but all that advantage lost because it went direct into touch. Mervyn Davies, and they managed to trap the Scots offside, and that certainly could be the most costly bit of offside of the day. Phil Bennett with this penalty goal to equal Barry John's record of 90 points in internationals for Wales. (15-6). Wales lead Scotland with 2.5 minutes of the second half over, and what a joy day for this little man, the Llanelli standoff Phil Bennett. Andy Irvine restarts. Up goes Mackie. Morgan to McGeechan. Phil Bennett on his own 25. That's long and high. Alistair McHarg. That's Sandy Carmichael on his own 10-yard line. The kick on there by Evans. Trevor Evans, number 7, with Gerald Davis in support. And Wales once more inside the Scots 25. Referee rather losing a little bit, not of control, but not quite getting his decisions through to the players. A certain amount of indecision down there now. But the upshot is that he's still having that trouble in his calf muscle. Alan Martin palms. Evans and Terry Cobner trying to work it clear. Good mauling there by the Welsh forwards. Edwards, Bennett, Gravel. They've missed out Fenwick to John Williams. John Williams over the 25. Caught again by Mike Biggar. But Wales in front of the Scottish posts. Charlie Faulkner did well to lift a leg there and get it clear. Now it comes out from Windsor to Fenwick. A drop goal. And the referee hasn't actually given a signal, but it's over. And Steve Fenwick's drop goal really stretches Wales. It came from the service from Bobby Windsor, and it gave Fenwick such a lot of room in which to make his move. Dr. Cooney didn't raise his arm, but clearly dead between the posts. And there Wales stretching away now with about 8 minutes of the second half over. Andy Irvine again. That's Douglas Morgan. Edwards, Bennett, Gravel, Fenwick, John Williams in the line again. Out to JJ Williams. Almost up to the 25. An early tackle. Pick up by Mackie. The referee is miles away. He really is in so much trouble he can't get with the play at all. Trevor Evans driving on and caught by McHarg. Gives it there to Alan Martin. Out to Edwards. And this is becoming almost farcical now, because the poor referee really should go off, I think. He was 50 to 60 yards away from play. It was Morgan clearing. And we have an international referee, Marion Joseph, who in fact has done 17 major internationals, and I think he's suggesting to Dr. Cooney that my services are available if I'm needed. There is so much obstruction too at the line out that really it's almost unbelievable. and the game suffering as a spectacle as a result. Windsor number 2 trying to wrench it clear. Now it's Edwards to Bennett. Bennett, the Gary Owen. Irvine in front of his own post. Fenwick coming up. Terry Cobner has it. The Welsh forwards in a great red mass once again. Back to Edwards. Phil Bennett. Gravel. Oh, beautifully on there. Gerald Davis with John Williams helping. And they're still 10 yards off. It's Trevor Evans. And Trevor Evans does what he did against the Scots last year and scores the try that really seals this match. And that, unfortunately, in a way, brings a crowd on. But this is how it all came. Out to Bennett. Gravel did the next bit. Now, Bobby Windsor was in the line, and notice the lovely little flip pass from Bobby Windsor. Gerald Davis took it on. Well tackled there by Irvine. And then Evans, the ever-present, taking it and striding clear. 25 minutes of the second half over, and Wales striding away. And Mike Bigger, who probably speaks a bit of French, asking the referee if he wants to go off, but he's going to stick there. Well, it's been a rugged forward battle, and those fellas must be feeling it, but Fisher's still striking well, despite that surging drive by the Welsh pack. Scotland held that one better. McGeechan, beautiful pickup. That was Rennick. Phil Bennett. Again, the kick through meant for J.J. Williams. Cross comes David Shedden. It's one of the parts of David Shedden's play that has been a great feature for West of Scotland and Glasgow over the years. Wheel. Edwards, Bennett, Fenwick, the kick through by Shedden, back goes Bennett, chased by Rennick. J.J. Williams, Gareth Edwards, into Gerald Davis. The Welsh backs have taken up entirely different positions. It's a remarkable bit of play by them. And that was Billy Steele clearing, but the referee's whistle had gone. Most of the Welsh backs out of position there, and yet their alignment was so good that they produced that marvellous attack across the field. Scotland scrummage under all kinds of pressure now as Edwards from a heel against the head by Windsor. Inside to Mervyn Davies. Terry Cobner feeds. Trevor Evans. Fenwick. Caught by McGeechan, but manages to turn. That's John Williams in there, working as a mauling forward. Fed out again from Windsor. This is Edwards. Edwards now. Edwards all the way. He's done it again. Bobby Windsor's feed really made the try. It was Phil Bennett who made this initial burst. And Gareth Edwards lying off there. Now watch how he accelerated after the dummy and put two of the Scots on the wrong foot. And from that distance, he's absolutely lethal. Gareth Edwards equals the Welsh record of 17 tries in internationals, held by G.L. Williams, Ari Gibbs, and by Ken Jones. And here's Phil Bennett with his chance of another record. £28 points to 6 for Wales. Wales then are just 1 point short of their biggest victory ever against Scotland here. Edwards, and even though he was tackled by Morgan or held, he's still got his kick in. Irvine. One and a half minutes to go then, and Bobby Windsor once more getting the signal. He's thrown pretty craftily for Wales today. But McHarg to Morgan, missing McGeechan, Cranston to Rennick, Irvine in the line, and Irvine up to halfway. Irvine gives it to Billy Steele. Steele well tackled by John Williams, and good interception work there by J.J. Williams. One minute plus a bit of injury time left in this match, and Scotland really pressing hard to try and cut down their big deficit. Gordon Brown, Morgan. Referee's whistle goes for the end of the match. And without a doubt, Wales have recorded one of the most handsome victories, perhaps not with the most spectacular rugby that they've ever shown, but certainly a victory that shows that they are the team to beat in the championship. 28 points to 6 they've won by. Gareth Edwards has equalled a Welsh record. Phil Bennett has beaten one. And so Wales record their 7th win.